Okay, I want to quit. Month 2 of my MWah year, and I do in fact want to quit, but I'm not going to. I have a lot of updates, but the going gets hard. It is tough out here. Okay, I have many thoughts to share, so let's just begin with some positives. I didn't spend any of my own money on makeup, hair care, skincare, stuff for around the house, like almost anything. But I did spend money on Instacart and DoorDash. Okay, there was a literal blizzard. There were circumstances that made it so I could not go out, so I don't really feel that bad. But there were also times when there wasn't a blizzard, so could have done better. But the primary reason for my MWah was like my shopping habits, and Instacart and DoorDash, and that was like a secondary. That would also be great to stop spending it. I do want to take it more seriously once the weather becomes nicer, but I'm not being extra hard on myself because it's miserable out. What else did I spend money on? I spent money on a ski trip. I went skiing. I have the Epic Pass, but I did obviously book a hotel. What else did I spend money on? The gym, of course. I also went rock climbing, but those are all experiences, which is totally fine. That's what I want to be spending my money on. I also made some additional money this month doing Rover. I watched 2 dogs, so that was very cool. But that brings me to point number 1, which is I have more money in my bank account than I ever have, I think, in my life. And first of all, yay. That means this is working. Second of all, I want to spend it all. It is so tempting to use the money that I have, because that's just what I've always done. Like, I've always only had enough money for rent and then my poor decisions. And now that I'm not allowing the second category to exist and I have a real job, I'm like having enough money that I could make big purchases for me, and I'm not doing it. But it is hard. It is so tempting because I keep looking at my bank account and being like, I could dip into this and I'd still have more money than I ever had. So that's the honest truth. I also truly think that if I had not started documenting this, game over. I would not have followed through. So you guys are really keeping me accountable, and for that I thank you very much. I wanted to talk about reasons why I have been wanting to shop. Number 1, the state of the freaking world. Like, everything seems to be falling apart. Not to be dramatic, but it really feels that way. And especially when I had to watch Pam Bondi. I don't remember a time when I have been so embarrassed to be from the US. If that triggers you or annoys you, feel free to unsubscribe. We will not get along, so that's fine. But I had to watch. I didn't have to. I choose to partake in politics, but I did watch much of her 3 days of buffoonery, and I felt like so irritated constantly, and I would find myself wanting to do something to like uplift the mood, and shopping was like right there. It was so easily accessible because I had the money, but I didn't do it, so yay me. The second thing was that I started cleaning out my closet, like cleaning my room, my items, and decluttering my closet. And in doing that, in the past, I feel like I talked about this kind of in my decluttering video, but I feel like when I made room for things, it was with like this sneaky intention to replace and add more things. And now that I'm not adding more things, the urge is still there. And I feel like a lot of decluttering is done with the intention of like curating a new wardrobe or like curating a new makeup collection. which is just a sneaky way for you to buy more things. And I'm definitely feeling that when I'm like, I'm getting rid of stuff, like, oh, there's so much room, but the point is to have room. The point is not to replace it. So that's another one. I also realized how well brands have fooled me into becoming loyal to all of their purchases or all of their releases. Like, there are multiple beauty brands where I pretty much without thinking would buy whatever they released, namely Say, Merit, actually take out Say, probably not Say, Merit, Katie Jane Hughes, I wrote another one down, Ole Henriksen, the lip balms, but I feel especially, oh, Rhode, another one, Katie Jane Hughes, like, I just love her as what I've seen online, like as a makeup artist and also as a makeup educator, and then also as a human. And I love her products, and she's releasing new products, and I feel like it's so within my nature to just be like, another Katie Jane Hughes, like I have the full collection, you know? Very tempting, but I'm not gonna do it, but I do want to. I also think that this month has just been like especially hard because it's been so cold out that there has truly been like a lack of movement going on in my life. Like, I haven't been able to go outside several days, and I'm not one to not go outside when it's cold. Like, I'll go outside most days for a walk, but it has been too cold to even do that some days. And when there's just not, when I'm not even able to go do things, I feel very trapped, and I just find myself scrolling my phone. It just happens. And so one thing I did get, this was given to me on my birthday, was an indoor walking pad. And I didn't set it up, that's a lie, my roommate set it up, shout out. And having that has kind of like reset my mentality. Like, if I'm indoors bored and wanting to shop, like I can go do that, at least get some form of movement in. I did want to talk about some positive mental shifts I feel like I'm experiencing. I don't want to be premature with saying these things, but I'll say I'm at the beginning stages of feeling these shifts, which is, number one, I think I've realized that most decisions are discipline rather than motivation. My motivation to not buy things goes like this. Like, when I want something new and shiny, I have no motivation. But then I have to fall back on discipline, and discipline is a learned habit. And with each day that I maintain the discipline and maintain like my word as a vow, it becomes a little bit more, a little stronger. It's like a muscle, right? Like, I say no to myself, and then I learn to actually believe the no instead of in the past being like, no. So that's good. And I feel like it's transferring to other areas of my life. Like, I'm working out more regularly, which I have honestly been quite good at this past year, but I feel like I was good at it in waves. Whereas I've been trying to at least like go for a walk, like I said, and then maintaining movement in other ways. Going to the gym, I've been doing Pilates bar, running, I don't know, like, and it's not because I want to, like, I don't wake up and think, oh boy, it's 20 degrees out, I can't wait to like go on a walk. It's discipline. So I think just learning that you don't have to be motivated. Like, I'm very rarely motivated, but at least I'm disciplined in some aspects of my life. Sometimes. But I'm learning. Putting on sun cream every day, that's another one. That's a small one. But just like taking healthy habits more seriously and trusting myself to be disciplined instead of relying on a motivation that late at night I become very motivated. I'm like, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, tomorrow I'm gonna I'm gonna change the way I wake up in the morning, and I'm gonna have time for this and that and that. I'm not gonna rely on that version. I'm gonna wake up and become disciplined and like force myself to do those things because I know it makes me feel better. So yeah, that has been like my primary revelation thus far. Some things I've been doing to help: Reddit. There's like a lot of great Reddit communities of people who are also trying not to shop. Also just researching more about like environmental impact of overconsumption. Oh, I had something else which I wanted to say, which is I kind of had a sense that once I started getting PR, it would be very short-lived, because the PR I have been given, which I'm looking to my right here, I'm gonna film a video on everything I've acquired so far in the No Buy year, which includes like presents, PR, things I bought myself, but it kind of added up. Anyways, back to PR. I had a feeling it would dry out once brands realized I wasn't gonna push product heavily, and it has done exactly that. And I'm pretty nervous because I felt like when I had PR, when I knew something was coming in the mail, it filled the hole that shopping did. And now that I don't know of any PR that I will receive ever again, I'm like, the urge is coming back. The other thing is that I had a Sephora gift card, and so for much of this month I've been like oohing and ahhing over what to get, which I tried to limit myself, but I did finally make a purchase. I did wait a whole month from receiving the gift card to getting it, so we'll take it. And I used the gift card plus like I paid for half the taxes, and then I paid for the rest of the taxes, which I feel like is good. It's hard to get an exact amount on a gift card. Okay, we're gonna cut myself that amount of slack. But now that my gift card is used up, my PR is dried out, I feel like I'm in it, like I'm really in it. And I want to get out of it, but I'm not going to. I have to remind myself of the reasons why I'm doing it often. And someone said in January, they were like, girl, this is gonna be the easiest month. And they were right, okay? They were certainly right. I do think a big part of it is still like just boredom. Like when I'm bored, I want to shop, I want a package, like I want new, shiny, exciting things. That has not changed. That's still probably the biggest thing, but I also it just feels like a long time. Like 10 more months feels like a long time before I can buy things, but I also feel proud of myself, and I do feel increased joy looking at a bank account that's not completely depleted. I'm still very happy that I'm doing this. I don't actually want to quit, but there have been times this month where I'm like, ugh, this is getting tricky. So that's kind of where I'm at. We're gonna look at my actual purchase history and see where I spent money, because I feel like I was kind of talking out of my memory. Oh my gosh, I spent $117 on contacts. That makes me irate. I hate spending money on contacts. It's the worst. $117 a month is absurd to spend on contacts. It's way too much. Dental. What can you do? Yeah, I mean, that's actually it. I mean, it's not actually it. There's like some various other things, but they're all just like grocery bills, or there wasn't really much of substance. Yeah, that's kind of the update. I am having a hard time, but I am feeling very disciplined. I'm not gonna say motivated. I have learned the difference. Motivation comes and goes. Today I'm not feeling motivated, but tomorrow maybe I will be. Maybe later today I will be, but my discipline will remain. That's the lesson that I'm gonna share today. I feel like I keep saying in the next video you'll see, and then it's just a completely different video. So take this with a grain of salt, but, or I'll say it like this. Maybe in the next few videos you will see Project Pan update, everything I've acquired in the first 2 months of my no buy update, and the big one, a full makeup collection and small declutter. That's what I have planned. if you are also on a low buy or no buy, trying not to shop as much, trying to be smarter with your purchases, please feel free to subscribe. Would love to have you in the community. It's been very supportive for me, and I hope it will be the same for you. And see you in the next one.